Good morning, everyone. We have made it to Quartzsite. It's a beautiful day with the sun just breaking over the horizon. Sun is coming up on what should be a wonderful day today. We're going to work on getting camp set up. We got in last night. Found that our spot that we were in last year was still available, so we're still here, or back here, whatever you want to call it. In fact, we could still see our tire tracks and the spots where our landing gear sat. And we had the trailer parked within inches of where we were at last season. I find that just amazing. I don't know, it was just a fun thing to do. Anyway, so sun's up. It's morning. We're going to get started. Haven't heard anything from me in a bit because the NAS had a hard drive that went kaput, and that kind of shut down my NAS. I decommissioned that drive thinking it would run normally, and once I decommissioned it, it won't let me do anything with it until I put a new drive in it. So today I have a drive at Moon Mountain Mail arriving. Well, it arrived yesterday. Go pick that up. We'll get the NAS put together, get it rebuilt, get video off of the hard drive on the laptop because it is full. Then I can put this video and the video from the last month on the hard drive of the laptop, and then I can make some videos for you guys to see. That'll be a good thing. Now, just a lot of housekeeping today, getting everything ready, getting set up. I think my first project down here, we're going to get the black tank for the truck built and get it on the truck so that we can dump tanks. That'll probably take me a week or so. I'm going to try to start that on Monday. Today is Friday, I think. Yeah, Friday. Bones made the trip well. Got the Jeep in, got it repaired while we were in Cottonwood. Wasn't sure we were getting it back. They had a part that wasn't arriving, and we were running out of days. We ended up actually extending a full day and then parking the next morning in front of their place. Luckily, they got the part that morning, got everything together, and we got on the road. So everything worked out. I think things happen the way they're supposed to. I got a rock under my mat that is bugging me at the moment. So I'm going to shut you off. Pause the video, stop the video, whatever you want to call it. Pick it up at another point to continue it and get this rock out that's bugging me. All right, see you in a bit. Hey everyone, apologies here. Starting to work on the black tank for the truck. Totally forgot to film, so there's a catch up on where I'm at. Started putting my upper sides together and then cut out this piece out of the top of the tank. Now I'm starting to weld it together so that it's ready to go in. So this top section here is designed to come up inside the frame in this hole here between the cross member and the hitch back here. I don't know how well that's filming, but and then the rest of the tank hangs below the frame. But that gives me extra capacity. My fill nozzle will be back in this corner somewhere. Not sure exactly where or how I'm doing that yet. It's definitely a design build. Some of my welds are not the greatest, but they should work. As I'm starting to calm down, my welds are improving. I don't know, I was kind of pushing everything a little quick, I think, getting started. So now that I'm starting to slow down and calm down, the welds are looking better. Anyway, so that's where we're at. So partly you guys haven't seen any videos in a while. When we went to leave Washington, my hard drive on the laptop was full, and one of the hard drives in the NAS took a dump on me, And so I ended up having to order a new hard drive, which I got once we got down here to Quartzsite. Just came in the other day. Started rebuilding the NAS, put it in, then the NAS wanted an update. It was this thing and that thing, and so all in all, I finally am able to start moving video off of the laptop, which is what I'm working on in the evenings while I'm working on this during the day. And so I'm making room on the laptop so I can put the new video on the laptop and produce a video to go out to you guys. So hopefully you'll have something out to you by next Sunday. So right now it's just a couple days before, I was going to say Easter, not Easter, before Thanksgiving. So we're in Quartzsite. I think I said that already on the last piece, but yeah, we're out here with the HDTs. There are 7 or 8 of us down here already. And I believe we're going to be hosting, or we're holding the spot for the Switch It Up crew camp out. Last word I got is they're going to bring it to us, and so I'll be busy working on the truck, and said I probably won't move the trailer and break down. So I guess it's going to come in and move in around us so that we can be part of it, which is awesome. Anyway, I will try to keep you guys apprised. I'll keep filming this as I go forward, and we'll go from there. So let me do something here, and we'll see you in a bit. Okay, checking back in. So welds are looking pretty good. My vertical welds on the outside seam are not looking good, but my horizontal ones are looking a whole lot better than. So these look pretty good. I'm happy with those. And as I said, maybe I didn't say it to you, maybe I said it to somebody else. Where's my seam? There it is. I've had lots of people stop by and visit. Yes, I'm going to weld the inside of these two so it'll look like that. And then when I flip it over, I'll weld the outside corner on this. So when it's all done, it should be pretty watertight. And then we'll lay this aside and we'll start working on the bottom, building it. I got to go into Blythe, get me a pipe. I think I'm going to do a, might touch that spot right there. Originally I bought a coupling and a male adapter for the ABS. I think I'm going to change and go to a nipple, steel nipple, and then a female ABS adapter. But that's here nor there. That's just me trying to figure out how I'm going to do my drain. But we'll figure that out. It's looking good though. I'm happy with it. Alright. That's it for the moment. Okay, here it is. The outside of the top section is welded. I'm happy with how it looks. I don't see anything that concerns me on it. I'm still going to flip it over. I imagine it's watertight now, but I'm still going to flip it over and weld the inside too, just because I can, and it isn't going to hurt anything. But this is where I'm at. This is what I've got. And so we'll keep going as I move forward. Oh, it's getting heavy. All right, here it is up on its side. So you can get a look at what we've got. Everything looks pretty good. I am going to weld inside these because I can. I'm going to do this one again because I can. A wire that came through when I had that open corner when I was filling. Anyway, thought you guys would like to see it before I start welding this side, so here it is. Good morning, everyone. It's now Wednesday, November 27th, day before Thanksgiving. Back to working on the black tank. Yesterday was too windy, so we really couldn't do anything. It just would blow away the welding gas. So got one corner in here, done. A couple of inside seams done. They're acceptable. This should be watertight, airtight. So today we're going to work on the other side. Try to finish this up today and then start on the bottom section. Yesterday I went to Blythe, picked up a 3-inch nipple, 3-inch by 6-inch nipple. I guess it helps if the camera's pointing at it. And a female adapter, and we're going to use that for creating our drain on the bottom of the tank. I also got some other parts too, but for now this is good enough. All right, I'll keep you apprised as I go forward. Not sure how well this shows, but another side done. Got in the seams across. I can feel the heat on my hand as I'm holding the camera above it. It's warm. So just have these sides to do and these sides to do. We'll tip that in a little bit. We'll let it cool for a few. We'll tip it, work on those, and then bring you back. Okay, well, I'm waiting on the upper section that I just welded to cool. I'm working on the drain pipe for the side of the bottom edge of the black tank. Disclaimer here, this is something I have never done before. So I'm trying to set this to a slope of 3 degrees. I think I've got this properly marked, and then I've got a mark on top. So what I'm going to try to do is set this vertically, cut this line with the chop side at an angle of 3 degrees, and then use the cutoff wheel to cut these lines so that this piece will fit up in. Then we can mark the bottom of the tank after it's built, and we can cut out that piece so that that can be welded in. It'll be interesting to see how this works. Anyway, nothing will happen with this again for a while, but since I worked on it now, I thought I would film it now. And here we go. Now I'm going to go back to welding. Third side is welded. Waiting for the welder to catch up and cool down. That when it's cooled down, this should be pretty well cooled down. And then we'll go back and weld the fourth side. Okay, I think the top is done, sanded. Looks good to me. I'm pretty sure it's going to be watertight. It's got a good echo out of it. So that's where we're at. It's just sitting up here. Time for me to move it. Wind is starting to pick up a little bit, so I may end up not being able to weld today beyond what I did. Luckily, I was working on the inside, so that was relatively easy. I had a windbreak. But yeah, if this wind keeps up today, it'll shut down me moving on, but it's all right. We're good with that. All right. That's it for the moment. Okay, I've cut the angle on the two side pieces so that they angled up. I guess it's angling up 2 inches because they're upside down. And starting to build the corner. Okay, we are starting to make progress. Although the little bit of wind we're getting today is definitely kicking my butt. I'm having to try to work on the leeward side of it so it blocks the wind. But slowly we are getting here. The wind picks up, then it drops off, then it picks up, then it drops off. So we're just kind of rolling with it and going where it goes. Starting to get stuff tacked together. So, okay, we've got both the bottom halves tacked on. Turned it over so that we could flush them up so that this seam is nice and flush. Now we'll turn it back over so that we can weld from the outside. in the V and close that up, but I needed to get it on this side tacked so that it would stay flush. Anyway, we're getting there slowly. We have a box. This is the back, tapering up, so it's a little shorter in the back. Where the V is here, this is where our drain will be. So, coming along, a little bit at a time. We're getting there. I like it. Okay, we have it flipped back over. This seam is looking much more smooth now, much better. Not sure if I'm going to try to get in with the edge of a cutoff disc and create a V in that. That is a possibility. I'm going to think about that for a little bit. So I think it's time that I'm just going to take a break for a little bit, have something to eat, and think about how I want to proceed on this. But so far, I think we're looking really good. The fun part is going to be putting this up in the truck, because that sucker is already heavy. Okay. So between gusts of wind, we got that all welded up on the outside. So now we can clean it up. Look for any bad spots. We put a V groove down through here, filled that. So we'll clean this outside up and then we'll flip it over and look at the inside. Because we're going to do the same thing with this we did with the other, which is to weld both inside and out. Okay, got the entire outside welded, got the bottom sanded. Still got, don't mind my bark, I haven't eaten much today. Still got the sides to do, but bottom's fully sanded. The seam looks really good. I'm happy with it. Got my mouth full. You'll look at the flags, you'll see we got some pretty good wind going on, so other than sanding, I think I'm done for today. I don't think the wind's going to let me go any further. So we'll keep you informed as we move on. Good morning, everyone. Saturday morning. So still working on the block tank. This is the cutout for our drain. It's going to sit something like this. It's got to be welded on still. Should have just a slight downward angle. Should be up right now, but it'll be a slight downward angle when it's on. Anyway, so that'll be our drain. I was going to start tacking that on today, but I think I'm going to wait because I think I need to get in and do these inside seams where I can flip this thing around and maneuver it without having to worry about protecting the threads. So that's going to wait for right now. I'm going to run to Blythe today, pick up some stuff, and then we will come back, get the welder out, flip this over, work on the inside so that we can be done with that and turn it back this direction. And then we'll work at putting this drain in. May not be today. We'll see where we get to today. I'll end this video tonight so that I can try to get it put together and out for you guys tomorrow on Sunday. I'm going to go back and clean up all these spots in here. Easy enough to do. We've got a pinhole in this corner, one of the, I guess this one right here has got a pinhole in it, but we'll clean all those up. That's easy. Make a cleaner outer edge. Anyway, so for right now, this is where I'm at. That's where I finished yesterday, was getting that cut and done and prepped. The more I work with the metal, the easier it gets, and the more that I find that I can do. So, all right, well, I'll come back to you probably this afternoon after I get some welding done on this, and then we'll wrap this thing up so that it can get out to you tomorrow. Okay, went to Blythe, got some stuff I needed. Got the inside welded up along this side. Oh, that's kind of cool with the light. And done. Now I've started down here. The light. Started working my way across. Start from the corners and work my way out. So we'll just keep plugging away at it, a little at a time. Probably lay it down to do these seams on the ends. And then this one I've got a V-groove. Again, we'll lay it down, V-groove it, weld that, and then we'll tie this corner in after I have the V-groove done. But I'll bring it up to that point. And once I have all that done, I'll sand the bottom back flat, just like I did on the outside. And then we can start looking at putting in the drain. And that'll have the bottom of this done. So, yeah, that'll be good. We're getting there, a little at a time. Well, been plugging away on this. Got a lot of the welding done. The bottom, everything. Had somebody come over to see what I was working on, and we're talking about it and looking at everything, and I'm looking at this and realized, because this is the back, that this is another Cyrils of dumb shit moment. I put the drain on the wrong side of the tank. So I think I'm going to be welding this piece back in and redoing it on the other side. Can't believe I did that. That's awesome. So, yeah, it is what it is. Everything's fixable-ish. So, but yeah, I put the drain on the wrong side. It's still usable. I'm the perfectionist that if I don't fix it, it's going to bug me forever. So, we'll see what happens. I don't know if I'm going to fix it or not. I'm going to think about it, and then we'll go from there. But, yeah, that was oops. Anyway, had to share, so we'll see where we end up on it. Well, I made the decision. I've started closing it up. Ooh, that's warm. So, starting to weld it back in. When I'm done, yeah, you'll be able to see it because it's just slightly out of straight, but it'll work. And then we'll put it on the other side. Okay, this is the correct side for this to be on. When it flips over, it'll be on the driver's side, which is where the drain should be. And this side now has been closed up, welded up. Won't say never to be seen, but it should be watertight. If it's not, we'll work on it more. Anyway, it is what it is. So I think that's it for this week. I'm going to wrap up this video. Not sure if I'm going to do any welding tomorrow or if I'm just going to take a day and chill. Though knowing me, I'll probably weld. I still got the 2 end seams to weld on the inside. Once that's done, this can actually be put in and welded, I think. So I may try to do that tomorrow, and that should have the bottom done. Then I got to figure out where my fill nozzle and my vent go. So we'll play with it from there. Yeah, maybe tomorrow. So next week's video. So for this week from Quartzsite, I think we're out.